shared a story last time about an athlete that I was helping with the recruiting process. And I went through just all of the why I think you should wait, give coaches a chance. I'm not going to revisit that here. Just jump into the story. Now, this story is a personal one. They're all personal because most of them involve me. But this is an athlete that I actually recruited while I was a college coach. And her kind of story is long, but it's awesome. It's an awesome story. And it's, again, why you should give coaches and programs a shot and not just say no right away, even though they're not your number one, or even though they might not be the best fit, quote unquote. We don't always know until we get on the phone. So the story starts with, this was an athlete that we were watching that we were really interested in. And I got on the phone with her, and the phone call, for lack of a better way to say it, the phone call was pretty terrible. I'll be honest. It was probably one of the worst. It's easily top 2 worst phone calls I've had with a recruit in 10 years. It was bad. She was not engaging, didn't really have a great conversation. She was acting like she wanted to get off the phone as quickly as possible. She was acting like someone was literally holding the phone to her ear, forcing her to have a conversation with someone. That's how bad it was. And so I got off the phone and I immediately texted our head coach and I said, probably not going to work out. That was a pretty bad phone call. What's funny about this is I remember that, and I remember so many other parts about her recruiting process with us. I don't remember what got us to the second phone call. But again, the phone call was so bad. I guess I blanked out the second phone call that we had with her. I don't remember what happened exactly. Ended up having a couple other phone calls with her. She ended up coming on a visit. Now, I come to find out after the fact, she didn't even want to come on the visit. So not only did she not want to have the first phone call with me, she didn't want to have the second or the third phone call with me to even set up the visit. Okay. She didn't want to come out on the visit. Parents made her get in the car and say, we're going. They want you to come on a visit. So she comes on a visit, and through seeing our campus, meeting our team, interacting with the staff, she fell in love with the school. And so here we are in this situation where we go from, this kid's not going to work here. Like, it's just not going to be a good fit. And she was probably going at the same time, yeah, I don't want to go to school there. But then you interact with someone face to face, very talented athlete. I want to throw that out as many times as I can. Very talented athlete. She was really good. Volleyball wise, we 100% wanted her. And she was a great student and person as well. Just from her perspective, as a college coach, you always want athletes that want to be a part of your program. She was very clear that she didn't really want to be a part of our program. Ended up coming on a visit anyway, because very talented athlete, bring her on campus. And I know college coaches still say this today: if we can just get him on a visit, if we can just get him on a visit, if we can just get him on a visit. And so that had to have been our mindset, because the first phone call that we had was so terrible. But the second and third phone call apparently weren't as terrible, right? They did get better as we had the second and third phone call. But again, she still didn't want to come on the visit, but parents made her come on a visit. Comes on campus, ends up falling in love with the team, the girls, the school, the atmosphere, the community, the culture, falls in love with all of it. She ended up staying all 4 years, being a 4-year starter, top 10 all time in kills for the school. Still, as far as I know, she's one of the few athletes that's started all 4 years that gets to do that. Doesn't happen all the time. I know that's weird to say. It doesn't happen all the time that you start at a school for all 4 years, but tremendous athlete. And so I say all of that and say that story and share that journey because I think it's important to remember, athletes, that you have opportunities to engage and have conversations and get to know coaches and really experience some different things. You have the opportunity to experience different campuses. This athlete, all her recruiting process, she never would have thought that she wanted to or would go and play at our school. That was never on her mind. It was really never on her list. But she took an opportunity that someone said, hey, we want you, right? We want you to be here. We want you to come play for us. We want you to be a part of our program. She took that and said, I guess it was her dad in some ways, right? They said, hey, let's go look and see. This program really wants you. They really want you. So let's go look and see. And they took a chance on that situation and on the visit and the phone call and the offer, and ended up having a really good experience. And so, athletes, I want to encourage you, get on the phone, have a phone call, ask some questions, get to know coaches. If you get a chance to see college campuses, all these college campuses are very different. Okay. Interact with some different college coaches. Do all those things. That's when you are going to be able to decide, yes, I like this school. Yes, I want to play here. So take the opportunities that you have, go on some visits, have some phone calls. Do not say no right away. All right. Thank you guys for listening to that story. That's a fun one I share all the time. Please click that subscribe button on this YouTube channel. I very much appreciate it. And I will catch you next time.